This is the Insta360 Go 2, and don't let its size fool you. This tiny little action camera is capable of capturing some pretty amazing videos, and I'm gonna show you how. First and foremost, thank you to Insta360 for sponsoring this video and for providing me with this awesome little camera. If you decide to purchase a Go 2 using the link in the description below, you will additionally receive some free mount adapters and a selfie stick to go along with the camera. And in the meantime, let's talk about it. So you're gonna walk straight this way, like you're holding all this stuff. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna drop everything, bagel on top. Presumably the bagel rolls out somewhere. If it's not perfect on the first try, you'll like go with it anyway. So the camera actually comes in this little pod or its home base where it charges, it connects to the computer via USB-C. You can record as well as navigate your settings while looking at the little screen. You can also mount the camera while it's in its case to various accessories, or you could just hold it like so. And it's also got these little tripod legs on the back. So if you wanna set it down on a table and record yourself, you can do that as well. Now the camera itself is actually very small, and by very small, I mean it's tiny. It's smaller than my pinky finger, making it incredibly well-rounded when it comes to achieving angles that you couldn't normally get with a typical camera. For example, we were actually able to take the Go 2 and put it inside the toaster. So when we were filming our sandwich video and the bagel is going into the toaster, you can get a unique perspective that you really can't get with any other camera. We're rolling. But another thing that's cool about the camera being so small is that because it has a wide angle lens, you can emulate shots that are similar to that of a probe lens, but of course without spending $1,500 for a probe lens. We're gonna fake a chop just like we did in the epic B-roll with the cucumber. I'm right-handed, so just do the opposite of what I'm doing. But basically, you're gonna be like this, right? So knife in here. Yep. You're gonna go. Okay. Right? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I think I like that one. Now during the shoot, I was actually able to monitor the footage we were getting off of the Go 2 by connecting to the Insta360 app on my phone. This is a really nice feature because we get a live preview of what we're seeing with the camera. We can also navigate settings as well as get a playback of the shots we just got to make sure we're happy with the results. For most of our shots in the sandwich sequence, we shot in pro video mode, which gives you the highest quality footage off of the Go 2, but also the ability to reframe your shots in post, similar to if you're shooting on a 360 camera. And this is really cool because if you don't get your frame perfect while you're shooting, you can adjust it a little bit in post, which is always nice. You can actually decide once you're done shooting whether you want to use the wide angle or the action angle. Those are those typical kind of action camera fisheye looks that you would normally see off of these kinds of cameras. In our case, we would go with linear or narrow as it eliminates that fisheye distortion and it makes the footage look more like a traditional or real camera, so to speak. Now I did actually use the slow-mo mode for one shot. It was the bagel popping out of the toaster, and I was initially worried at what the quality would look like in 120 frames per second, but I'm still genuinely shocked at how good this looks coming off of an action camera. Typically higher frame rates don't look all that good, so to see that 120 frames per second is actually not only usable, but actually looks nice coming off of this it's pretty awesome. Now something to note is that if your Go 2 is connected to your phone via the app and you're previewing your footage while recording in pro video mode, this drains the battery of the Go 2 a lot quicker compared to if you were shooting in standard video mode while not connected to the phone app. So if you want the battery to last a bit longer while shooting in pro video mode, I would recommend connecting to the app after you've gotten your shots. So the Go 2 is magnetic, which allows for endless mounting possibilities. Selfie stick, hat clip, pendant mount, and sticky swivel mount are just a few ways you can magnetically mount this camera. 3, 2, 1. I think that was good right there. I felt that. Now you might be wondering, and rightfully so, if this magnet is strong enough to hold while you're doing some sort of activity like an action sport. I've actually been playing around with this magnetic hat clip mount while skateboarding. All you do is you attach it to the brim of your hat like so, tilt it downward, and then you simply just take the Go 2 and it pops right in there, secured by the magnet. So this is the little hat clip mount. Pop it in with the magnet. Now you can skate and do tricks. That's fun. I did actually bail pretty hard one time while this was on, but that was no problem for the magnet either. Heads up. Also, just for fun, I did post that POV skate clip of those 2 tricks to my TikTok account, and to my surprise, people were eating it up. It got over 60K views in just 2 days. So it's safe to say I found my new favorite way to film my favorite hobby. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Now this isn't just a fashionable necklace, it's actually a pendant mount, which is also magnetic. You tuck it under the shirt, then you take your go-to, and it magnetizes to the front of it, and now you have this cool kind of floating POV of whatever it is you're doing in front of you. And this is actually gonna be a fun way for me to film my behind the scenes when I'm making commercials. It's very out of the way. There's no harness and straps getting everywhere. And now when I'm setting up shots and spraying cans and bottles and moving lights, you can really see from my perspective what it is I'm doing. And the magnet really is surprisingly strong. You can move that around a good bit and it's not going anywhere. That's gonna be a lot of fun for BTS style footage. You can also mount the selfie stick to things as well. I had it on this tabletop dolly from RG Kit Play, and this is how we get all those orbiting shots, as you can see in the behind the scenes. Now, speaking of the sandwich video, I wanted to get a vegetable chopping match cut sequence. So what we did was we actually took the go-to and put it in the sticky swivel mount, and we used the adhesive to stick it to the chef's knife, giving us this really cool POV look where I could match cut each chop to line up with the chopping motion of the next vegetable. Now, everybody knows that an action camera is absolutely useless if the footage isn't stable. Now, not only is the built-in stabilization of the go-to footage really good, but it also has a horizon lock feature. Horizon lock is a super clutch feature for those shots that you want to keep nice and level. Now, a lot of the shots for our sandwich video were shot using a selfie stick, which naturally is going to be very hard to keep steady and level. Now, fortunately, as you can see in the final shots, the camera does an amazing job at stabilizing everything. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and don't forget, if you're interested in buying a go-to, to make your purchase using the link in the description below for a free selfie stick and some mount adapters. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.